account of sin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a good evening from the studios of Radio FM88 in Australia, all the way from Brisbane. And it's my warm welcome to our guest from Italy, as well as our co-host, who domiciles in the UK. So it's a good morning to you both, and I'll hand it over to you, Pauline.
Oh, good morning and good evening, Jeff. I'm delighted to be here again with you and to say hello to a friend, Federico from Italy. Federico and I met maybe about 5 years ago when we were at a fasting together, and he was sharing a room with another friend of ours, Sandro from Slovenia. A little bit of an international gathering at that time in Val d'Aosta in Italy. And from there, Federico and I, he's tripped himself over here to the UK, and I managed to find him some places to stay and visiting Stonehenge and to see some of the sites that England has to offer. And subsequently, you know, he's told me a lot about his acid work, which I think is an incredible thing. It's really quite fascinating to stabilize a completely unstable medium. And maybe about 18 months or so ago, Federico and I, we spent a lot of time polishing up his English through Zoom so that he was in readiness to go to New York and to display his phenomenal work for the first time in New York. So welcome, Federico.
Welcome to everyone. It's a great opportunity for me to be here with you, and I'm excited to show my process, my technique, and my vision, because I think it's the result of a great work in a lot of years.
Yes, and I can see behind you, you have many of your experiments and many of your work just behind you. So let's get going and let's start off. So can you introduce to the world your artistic practice, what you can say about yourself and the practice?
Okay. I start casually in this world about oxidation, because I was attracted by the change of the color and the material when I use acid in the slabs, in the iron slabs, because it reveals colors and texture, and for me it was very attractive. I was stuck about this because you can see also, I think, emotion, because acid is something about trauma. So when I put acid in the slabs, the slab react, the iron surface react. So for me it was like a revelation, because you can see something that responded to an action.
Okay. And okay, so we can see some of your works. Jeff is putting them up. Here's the four hands making the unstable stable.
This is in New York, in a penthouse.
This one is in New York.
Chelsea.
Okay. So tell me, what was it that captivated you, and how long have you been doing this kind of experimentation?
I start casually in 2008, so a lot of years ago.
2008. Okay.
So, but just to text, to not text, to test the reaction,
okay.
what happened when I use acid in iron. But suddenly I see that it's very unstable. The iron is very unstable medium, so I put it aside because it's not easy to do this kind of corrosion or art. It's very difficult. But the color that merge by using the oxidation process in the iron literally hurt me, and I try and I try and I try year by year until 2018, I think, for 10 years. And not every day, of course, but I try, then I stop, then I try again, then I stop. But maybe for 10 years, I try just to understand what is the rise of the process, the pH, the pH, the humidity, the temperature, the ambient condition, because the condition about the ambient is the specific reason that create color. And also my presence. Also my presence can change the process, because also my presence is like a magnetic field, like an electric field. So the human body can change the process. It's very sophisticated process, very unstable, and what can I use? Thin, easy to change.
Volatile.
Unstable, irrational. The right way is irrational. Yeah, it's irrational. It's like our subconscious. You can't understand what you are doing, because the oxidation go by his rules.
Right, it has its own way, and then you have to follow it. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see the book.
Yeah.
This is a book I do with my first exposition in New York, and in a private gallery in Manhattan. No, in Brooklyn. Sorry, in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
In 2024, 1 year and 2 months
and a
ago.
bit.
In November, it was November 24, and it was very successful, because for me it was my first my first occasion to show something to other people, and for me it was very important. But people were really attracted by the artwork, because it's of course a pioneeristic way to create art, to do art. Because I don't add color, I don't use pigment, but my opinion is not just opinion, is the reality. Color came out from the slab, from the iron. So I don't add.
It comes from within. Comes from within the makeup.
Yeah, it comes from within.
Of the iron. The iron metal plate.
And this changed the whole paradigm of art, because till today, an artist take some color, pigment, resin, other ingredient, and put to create what he have on mind. What I do is totally different. Is the opposite. I create the condition. I just create the condition, but the way that iron use to manifest color is totally about the iron.
About the iron itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So really, it comes from within the iron, in the same way that people have their own artistic expression that comes from within.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like a dialogue. It's like a dialogue between the art and the someone that are looking, are watching the art, the slab, the oxidation. It's like a dialogue, because you can see that the iron slab can create some emotion in you. Okay, and it's totally particular. I can't express what an artwork want to tell, because it's
okay. So can you describe a little bit about the process that you go through to create the, if you like, to enable the iron to speak to the world? So it's like you're giving a voice. You're giving a voice to the metal plate.
Yeah, the metal plate is a poor material. It's a poor material. It's not steel. It's just iron. So it's poor, but when acid touch or create a reaction in the iron surface, the iron is like it starts to talk, to say what it have inside. So it's very particular, because gold, steel, and other metals are inoxidable. They are like dead. Okay, gold.
They don't have anything to say.
Huh?
They don't have anything to say.
They are perfect and incorruptible. They don't want create a dialogue with someone. They don't change in chemical process. They don't change electron. They don't change nothing with the ambient. They are close to their self, and they don't dialogue. So this is the main
what characteristic difference between
the main that have gold.
So gold is gold. Yeah. So gold is gold, will always be gold. It's not going to change. It's just going to be gold. Okay, I get it. Whereas iron,
gold is arrived at the perfection, at the top. So it don't change electron to any other material, metal or non-metal, about chemical material, chemical elements, metal and non-metal. Okay. So gold is rise up to the perfection.
Okay.
We are not gold. We are not perfect. We are like iron. We need to live in this society that hurt us like acid hurt iron.
Yeah.
And we create our reaction like iron create his color.
Yeah.
So the change of the color is like our trauma that change ourselves. And it is unique because only if someone live in the society and make happen the life, you change. You change. You are not like gold. You change because the weather, your friend, the work, and everyone and everything can change your approach to life. We are open
Right.
to the change, to changes.
Mm-hmm.
We are open.
Okay.
So I think iron is the best way to represent this process.
All right. Wow. That's a unique perspective of looking at iron. And so tell me, what is the role of time in all of this process then?
Time,
Because
of course, is important, maybe more than acid, because in physics, time is a dimension, but is the main dimension in physics. So the oxidation can make it also by water, by the air, not only by acid. I use acid because accelerate the process, but the main ingredient is the time. If you put outside a piece of iron,
yeah.
it become rust. The surface become rusted without put acid, because
Okay.
the
Yeah.
time create the oxidation.
Uh-huh.
We in our life, in the human life, you become older just by time, of course, by trauma,
Okay.
by living, by working, but the main reason you become older is by time.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
this is the same process. Time is the main reason, and in my process is very important. So of course I use sophisticated ingredient about acid solution and the temperature, but the time is the very important ingredient I have to manage. Time, because we are time. We are the result
Okay, cool.
about time and the society and the ambient we have around us.
Yeah. So not only just our lifetimes, time immemorial from thousands of years ago. Keep on, process keeps on.
Yeah,
We are, as
and
humans, we are evolving.
yeah, and it's very important this way about time, because if I don't stop the rust process, the oxidation process, it go away, it go on, it
Oh, it
doesn't
keeps
stop,
on going.
keeps on going, keeps on going.
Right.
Yes, so it's very
All right.
important to stop the process when I think the color is like something that I'm looking for. So
Okay.
I stop the process, the oxidation process. It's like to stop time using some specific ingredient, totally natural. My process is totally natural. I don't use heavy chemical or petrochemical. I don't use a petrochemical, so it's totally natural. and natural friendly. I don't know the right way.
Nature friendly.
Nature friendly. Okay.
Okay.
But I choose to stop the corrosion when I can see the right color that I was looking for. So
All right.
the process is the very difficult is to stop the corrosion, because in nature doesn't exist a way to stop corrosion. We have
it will just keep on corroding. Yeah.
Yeah. We have the technology created in the last century, create stainless steel that is inoxidable, but iron is not inoxidable. So in nature, iron keep going to oxidation. Okay.
Right.
So stop the process is the main difficulty to go through, to solve.
Right. So it sounds almost like you start an acid process that starts to corrode the metal, and then as time goes by, you can stop the process at a particular color. So each color has its own level of time.
Yeah.
Okay, so so you have quite a bit of control in a way over what color you're going to produce. Is that a correct assumption?
Yeah, the color that I can produce is the nuance of orange, brown orange, and red, mainly, principally. But of course, I can create black. That is very difficult to create black. Is like I don't remember the name. Magnetite, I think.
Oh, magnetite, yeah.
Is a
Numenite.
Is a mineral. Is a
Numenite.
Yeah, and it's dark. This is dark,
Yeah,
and it for me is very. It's beautiful when you start from iron. You create red. The iron create red, and then during the process, by time, 1 week more, 2 week, it became dark. But in nature, iron isn't, the oxidation isn't dark. It's like forcing the system that create dark.
Wow. Yes, we're just looking at some of your pictures from the exhibition, and there is. Look at this. This looks like it looks a bit like a light bulb.
Yeah, this
one.
is
Can you see it?
the patent of Thomas Edison. Yeah. Is the draw of Thomas Edison, patented in 18 at the end of 18 1800. Because Edison lighting the world, so I create. It is totally rust. The line is not like
yeah. So it as Thomas Edison had a light bulb moment, so did you in this process.
Yeah.
Bringing it to the world. Okay, so let me see what else we can.
You can see in the hand the dark, the black is created. The slab is not black, is gray.
Yeah.
The black is a color created by the process. The dark zone, the very dark zone, are
yeah,
created
like I can.
by the process. And this is unique because you can create color. And we
Wow.
have inside of us color.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't need to buy color or buy our beauty or buy our, you have everything inside of us.
Okay. So color in a way sounds a little bit like the color of the that you're creating from within the iron slabs is like a metaphor for being human. Is that a fair?
Yeah, of course, it's a metaphor. I choose this medium because I can see is totally a metaphor of the the life process. We change
Life
every day.
process?
We change every day. We
Uh-huh.
change, and I stop the reaction. But the teach is don't stop the change,
Okay.
because you can't stop your changing every day. So
Mm.
also this one is a great, I think, I'm not famous, I'm not, but I think it's a great teaching is correct,
All
that
right.
we don't stop our changing. We go with the flow is correct.
Wow. So when you're engaging with this process, um, how would you describe the colors are already inside, the experience, you're imparting your experience in the medium? Uh, Tell me a little bit about the how you are when you're the relationship between how you are and how the process unfolds. The gestures, the intention. Have you noticed the difference when you're angry if you do this, or is it not something that you can do when you're a little bit emotionally chaotic?
Okay, for me the oxidation
Mm-hmm.
is like a dialogue between me and the material, not only the slab. The slab is just an example. Slab,
Uh-huh.
the iron surface is just an example, but during the process, um, I can feel, I can feel inside of me that you can change. You are in a process. You are inside a
Mm-hmm.
process, and you are in dialogue with the object, the surface, the material. Of course, in this room, there is a dialogue, but at school, the teacher teach to children that objects are dead, are mute. They don't.
Ah,
They are stuck. Instead, every material have an inside vibration. This is
mm-hmm.
quantistic physics. Every
Yes.
material, every element have a specific vibration, and
Okay.
when I put acid in the iron surface, I can see the vibration. The vibration, you can see the vibration, so you can think iron is something dead. Of course, it's dead. You don't speak, you don't move, but he's vibrant. It is
All
vibrant.
right.
It is
Okay.
vibrant, and when I'm in my atelier and I create my artwork, my oxidation, I can feel that the material is alive, and
Mm.
we can have a dialogue.
Yeah. So you speak in colors? Is that a
The
a
color is
way
the
in
language.
which
The color is the language because you
language.
can hear the vibration, but you can see the color. But the vibration is the same. The iron have inside vibration, and with the oxidation color, you can just see the color, the changing. But color is inside.
Yeah.
Is
So
already
it's
inside.
yeah. Okay, it's already there. So is it the acid that brings the color to the surface, brings all this variety?
Is the acid, but also humidity, the temperature, and
Everything.
the time.
Yeah.
The time.
Mm. So in a way, if you've got a piece of iron, you have no idea what it's going to say to you. You don't know
No,
how it, there's no way of knowing what it's going to look like toward the
no.
end of
I
the
can address. I think is correct. I can address the way I can create a specific pattern to react to reach some colors, but I'm not sure because the process is totally irrational and chaotic. The chaos is what you can feel when you if you can watch the process. Chaos is what you can feel, and you feel big inside because it's strong. I love.
Okay, can you so
Seeing picture. I feel the process, and I love them, of course.
so each one of your pieces is like a little part of you that is expressing itself. Is that
Of
a fair
course,
description?
in each part there is acid, time, humidity, temperature, but
Yeah.
a part of me, of course, because I'm the ingredient, one of the ingredients.
Yeah, that brings it all together.
Yeah.
Mm. Wow. So do you see your work as a form of self-discovery, or could anyone do this kind of artistic work?
I think yes, yes, everyone can do this. The problem is to block the process, to stop the process. The problem is to stop the process, but it's not important stop the process. What is important? Watch the process and feel the emotion that you can you can see, you can feel, you can see, you can feel watching the process. Sorry for my English, but it's
You're
not
doing
easy
very
for
well.
me. It's not easy for me to talk about this because it's complicated, and what you feel is chaos. So it's difficult to find the
Chaos.
word.
Ah.
Okay, but everyone can do this. Everyone can try at home, also with citric acid by a lemon. Okay, and in 1 week or 2 weeks, the surface change color. Of course, it's natural. It's totally natural.
Wow.
Not and
Okay.
it is not dangerous. It is not dangerous. The acid concentration that I use are not dangerous, and I can touch the solution with my finger. I don't use gloves. I don't use mask. I don't use eyewear. I don't use nothing because it's not dangerous, the solution.
So
Because
it's Carry on.
because I want to work in a natural and human ambient. Not like high pressure, high temperature, high corrosion, or other not natural force.
Okay.
I think that you can see your color inside just using what nature can do without make yourself in danger. We don't need like a kind of medicine. We just need to live in the normal life, eating and sleeping, of course. So also in this process, I don't use something that is not natural, like high temperature, for example. High temperature is not normal. You can create plastic, for example, by high pressure, high temperature. Corrosion is by natural condition.
So where do you get your iron slabs from then?
Where
do you get them? How do you supply yourself with metal plates of iron? Where do they come from?
the iron?
Yeah. Like, do you have I mean, if I went down to, can I go to an ironmonger's and buy a plate? I'm just thinking for myself, next week, if I wanted to go and get
Yeah,
where do I get a sheet of metal?
Yeah, sorry, I haven't understand. I have an atelier in close to Padua, and in my atelier I have the laboratory is like a chemistry atelier with a lot of ingredients and glasses and measure instrumentation, pH detector that control the acidity of the solution. And it's like a chemical laboratory.
All right.
It's a chemical laboratory because I don't use color, but I create them, and this is unique. I love this.
Well, I had an imagining for myself that if I went to, I don't know, an ironworks and got a piece of iron, I could come home, put it in my kitchen, and put on top of it, cut a lemon in half, a lime in half, an orange in half, a grapefruit in half. They'd all be different. They're different fruits, and just put the imprint on there and go away and come back in 10 days and see how different it is. This would be my idea from what I've understood of what you've been saying, that I could try
Yeah. It's correct.
How I'd stop it, I've got no idea, but I could at least get it started.
Yes, the stop process is very hard and difficult because you have to use beeswax, natural. I use natural beeswax and some kind of natural oil like lean oil.
Linseed?
Lean oil.
Linseed. Hint. The type of oil you use.
Of lean.
Lin. I think linseed. Lin. L-I-N.
L-I-N. Yeah. In Italian, it's lino.
Lino. Okay.
Lino.
Perfect.
Olio di lino. Linoleum.
Okay.
Linoleum. Okay. And so I use beeswax solution of oils and a specific ingredient about silicium that stuck the crystal oxidation, block
Wow.
It's totally natural, of course, and it's like salt. It's like salt. It's like white pearl, like sand, white sand, and you can solve in water. It's similar to salt, like sea salt. It's very similar,
Okay.
but it block the crystals of corrosion, of oxidation.
Yeah, yeah. I can hear clearly.
And also in the ingredient, I'm fascinated about this natural process, because acid it was at the origin. The sea was acid, and then the life start. Okay, in era ago, a lot of year ago, the sea was acid, and then the life, the beings start in the sea, and the sea salt, the nitrochlorate, I think, salt of the kitchen, the normal kitchen salt.
Sodium chloride.
Yes, it become from the sea, from the ocean. So I use acid to start the corrosion. I use sea salt to stop the corrosion. Everything in the sea. Because in nature, this is normal. In the nature, water, the 99 of the water is sea salt. In nature, in the world, the 99% of the water is sea salt, and the life became from the sea and go to the sea.
Goes back to the sea.
Okay. So when I discover this process, I use acid and I use salt to block, acid to start, acid solution to start, and sea salt to stop. For me, it's like to close a circle. Life is inside. The life is inside from the acid and the salt. The salt is the death. It's correct, you know? The salt is like the
too
death.
much salt. Yes, too much salt will corrode the arteries. Okay, so how do people respond when you show them your work? What's the general kind of how is your work received by people?
Emotion. And
they have an emotional response.
They say, wow, because it's unique, and you can't see in picture the metallic surface, because picture is flat. But if you touch a real surface, you can feel the material surface. It's not flat, it's not pigment, it's not something put on. It came from the iron, and it is not. It is like sand, the surface.
As it is.
I don't. What I can say? It's not satin, but corrugated.
Corrugated, so it's uneven. It's like a ripple effect, maybe.
Ripple, yeah.
Okay.
And when someone touch you, of course you can touch the surface. is not forbidden. You can touch the surface and you can feel.
Yes.
And you have, because the oxidation is very easy to damage, but the block process is stronger, so you can touch. You can touch, you can polish you can clean the surface with water or with like a paper, okay? And when I ask to someone that are looking watching the surface, I ask, you can touch, you can feel, it's not it's not flat, the surface, and they say, wow, it's incredible, because if you change the angle of to watch, if you change the color change, because they are not
so you can move it around.
Because they are not color, they are crystals. So when you see red, it's not red. The color is not red. Red is the reply of the light, the response of the light. If you change the angle, light hit the surface in different way and change color.
Okay, like a prism.
Like a prism. The surface is made by millions of small crystals that see you. The vibration is red, but it's not correct.
What's happened?
I think his mobile phone's just tapped itself off. I was going to ask him, since he's an alchemist, I wonder if he can make lead into gold.
He's working on it, I've no doubt. Let's hope he comes back at some point.
Okay. I was listening to you, and I was going to ask one of the hardest. I was going to ask him, do you see faces in the clouds or faces in because I've often seen it take place, where the actual picture comes out, or the faces or the animals come out of the actual the picture. So there's one particular lady on the Gold Coast in Queensland here, and she will get you to go into meditation for at least 10 minutes just to get in a space and pick up crowns, and you just run whatever colored crowns you want. Whether it's just one color, but several colors. Is he back on there? No, that's not. And then all of a sudden you just start to see the faces or the animals or whatever it is, and you just, all you got to do is just trace it. It's quite amazing.
Wow.
So it's very nice of him to actually expose his whole creative process, because it's taken him years and years and years to get to that point. He's given away all his trade secrets.
Well, I think there's an element of like he says, timing in the whole process.
There we go.
It requires inordinate.
I'm sorry.
It's fabulous. We were talking about you and your processes, but it's so delightful to hear you speak so eloquently and passionately about what you've discovered. And Jeff was going to go on. You can ask him now, Jeff. Go for it.
Well,
he's been
say that since you've been playing around with all the electrons, that I thought you might have become an alchemist and you would have learned how to turn lead into gold. I was just waiting for that particular part of the conversation. Can you turn it? Turn lead into gold?
No, sorry, I haven't understand the question.
Okay, so can you turn lead into gold?
No. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible, but you need. high temperature and high pressure that entropian physics is not economic. It's not economic.
Okay.
It's possible, but not economic.
Uh-huh.
But because you spend more about energy that the gold you can obtain.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's possible. Everything is possible. Einstein teach that about relativity. No, Einstein.
Okay. Yeah. Einstein's.
Everything is possible, but you have to spend energy.
Yeah.
You have to spend energy. The sun can create gold. The sun can create gold.
Yeah.
But sun use a lot of energy. Have inside a lot of pressure and have particular condition. So the sun, every stars can create gold, platinum, every material, but it need a lot of energy. In the earth, the man can create gold, but they discover that is not economic. We can create also diamond. It's possible to create diamond, but it's not economic. It's not impossible, but it's not economic.
Not economical. Okay.
It's
So
not
who'd have thought it? Yeah. So Jeff, you can transform all the lead you like into gold, but it will be negative equity.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next question: do you see faces in the clouds?
yeah, of course. Is the name of this phenomenon is pareidolia in Italian. Pareidolia, something. When you see something in the nature, in the clouds. Yes, I see, because I have a creative disposition to see not only ordinary stuffs or concept, but out of the normal. Of course, if I'm so deep in oxidation process, is because I can see something where no one can see.
Gotcha. So you see faces in the when you go out in nature, and you might be looking at bushes, and you might be looking at roses, or you're just looking at just nature.
Yeah.
Can you see the faces in the in nature? Can you see the faces come out of the trees, out of the bush?
Yeah, not only faces, but also sounds, because everything is vibrating, and if you feel peace and silence, you can feel everything around yourself, because nature speak and is vibrating, but we have lost this connection with nature. And of course, the oxidation process is a way to see, because the man have one problem, the human society. If I don't see, it doesn't exist. If I don't see God, it doesn't exist. But in the 2 centuries ago, they discovered, an Italian scientist, Galvani, discovered the electricity, and Alessandro Volta, put on the rules about electricity. So I don't see electricity, but I can see the effects. Also in nature, nature are full of electricity, magnetic field, vibration, color that our eyes can't see, but they are. Of course, they are. Infrared, ultraviolet color, they exist. But our sense, the ears, the eyes, the touch, have teach us that if I don't see, it doesn't exist.
Yeah. So you can't see it, touch it. Yeah. Okay.
So if you are in a silent room, you can feel yourself, of course, but also what is around.
Yes.
If you are in a woods, you can feel everything, but it changes by you. If you believe in this, it's easier. If you don't believe, it's impossible.
Correct.
Your feeling is the main way to feel nature. Your position.
Wow.
If you think no, is not normal, is not right, it's fake, you don't see, you don't hear.
So I've spoken to a lot of musos, people who are an artist and all that stuff, and I suppose you're in the same situation. Did you find a manager, or did a manager come to you to say, I'll promote you and I'll take you to New York, or I'll set up an exhibition, or did you go and
I do principally by myself and my friends, because the art world is totally closed and difficult to penetrate. They are stuck in 60s, 70s, 80s pop art, surrealism, impressionism, cubism. They don't want something new. They are close to something new, so it's hard to penetrate. I think the galleries market is not the right way. The right way is people that can think by themselves.
Wow. And someone who can appreciate the depth of what you're offering, because
Now people normally are attracted by aesthetic things, status things, not something that talk about you and about the nature, the vibration, the color. Color are I can print color. Why I have to do this difficult process, this complicated color? I can print. I buy a color, I buy a color, and I buy some brush, and I create what I want. But it's too easy. It's not life, because you learn to buy something, not to look in your deep.
wow.
That you learn that everything is buying by money. The colors, the emotion, the silence, a travel, a car, a watch, everything you can buy. But if you want to talk with yourself, money or colors that you can buy doesn't work.
Yeah.
You have to you have to meet yourself, and you are alone to talk with yourself. You are enough to talk with yourself. not other things you need. So the oxidation process is a way to know yourself. I think this is my opinion. But when I say colors are inside, I mean you have everything inside you. Of course, you can need a car. I use a car. I have clothes, of course. But it's just for normal living. But if you want something deeper, all of this stuff are not useful.
I think you might be surprised. So what are you working on these days now?
Pauline, you know Michelangelo, no?
Yes.
And I think it's the same teaching. You have everything.
Yes. What are you working on at the moment?
Now I'm working about the philosophy inside this process, and of course about the real slabs, and the new process. You see, Pauline, my mirror, but I want to talk about this because it's something new in the world, and I'm preparing everything to launch this new kind of art.
Wow.
Very good.
Yeah.
Because
anything more to say about that? Tell us.
I'm planning another exhibition in maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure, in New York in this year, at the end, maybe in September, October. And but I'm working about this with my team, and because I think people need this kind of vision. Some people, of course, not everyone. Some people, when I talk with people, they say it's very interesting. They say they feel something deeper watching the surface, the rust surface. They feel something about blood, about trauma, about the body, the memory, the time, the death, and not only the death, but also the beginning, the born, the life, the new life. They change, of course. They change because everything is changing. It's not dead or the begin. It's just changing.
Wow. So, in the beginning, what was it that made you choose iron?
Because iron,
as the medium to work with, yeah.
Of course, because iron is a material that responds to acid. This is the main reason, of course. But also copper responded to acid. But iron have a story with the human being.
Yeah.
Iron is important to the blood. Iron is inside our body. Copper, no. And the blood is red because the iron oxidized with the oxygen, with the oxygen during the breathing process. The oxygen link to the iron and go through the body to produce energy, thermal energy, but also chemical energy. So the reason that blood is red is about iron. And
because it's been oxidized.
so iron is fundamental. Is fundamental. If we don't have iron in the blood, the main result is anoxy in the brain, and anoxy is a way to death.
Because
the brain doesn't have enough oxygen. So iron is more important than oxygen, because in the air, oxygen is only 12%. 12% of the air is oxygen, and 78%, 80% is azoto. So it's more important iron than oxygen to live. So I decided to use this medium. And also the human story is full about iron. The
Iron Age, for instance.
The prehistoric civilization. And when you go to a museum, a prehistoric museum, you don't see prehistorical artifact by iron. You see only copper, brass, or other, but not iron, because iron is not enough strong to preserve itself by nature. It dissolves totally. And also we dissolve totally. So it's important to watch what is iron. We think iron is a poor material. Iron is not steel. It's iron.
It's iron.
Don't like because it's iron. But iron is life. Life is not steel. It's not glass. Life is easy to damage. It's fragile.
Quite precious. So, where can people find out more about your work? What exhibitions are coming up? How can they get in touch with you?
Okay. About the site in the web, federicovezzaro.com. And of course on Instagram. Instagram is Federico Vezzaro _art. If I don't, I don't, I think is correct. Federico Vezzaro _art on Instagram. And I'm starting now in LinkedIn, but I'm just at the beginning in LinkedIn.
So would you undertake personal commissions if someone wanted to do their artwork with you? Can you facilitate that? If you and another person, because then there would be two of you. I'm interested. I'm intrigued as to this work so far is your dialogue with the iron. If two of you got together, or three, got together, what kind of composition could come out of that?
Yeah, maybe it can, but can you repeat the question, please,
Well,
Pauline?
if you could undertake commissions so that maybe 2 or 3 people could have a dialogue with you and the iron, what kind of composition this could
Of course, but it's not I can't it's not preventable. It's possible. It's not what happened is about the moment. I can't do something like a promise.
no.
We have to watch what happened.
So you don't know what the outcome's going to be, but you know there will be an outcome.
Yeah, of course, but I don't know the shape or the color, the precise color, and where. If here or here, I can't see. Of course, I can take a direction. I can make a direction, but the result is totally irrational and self-made.
Yeah. So you could do the same work in Australia or Saudi Arabia or America or Iceland or Greenland or in England. It seems like it's the same, but it's different. The outcome, the result could be, there's nothing identical.
Yeah, because neither me I'm the identical, neither me I'm identical in the different place, but of course in each place conditions are different.
Yes.
So if you understand that everything is changing, me today and me tomorrow are different.
Yes. Yeah.
So the result, I'm me also an ingredient that participate to the composition. If I change, the composition and the result change.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
this is important to understand, because it's the same like the relativity of Einstein. Everything change and everything is relative. There is not a point of view universal and right.
So would it be fair to say that the portraiture that you come up with is like an internal landscape? You are portraying what's going on inside, so it's an internal landscape. It's a Constable's idea of what's going on the inside. He sees it on the outside, makes beautiful pictures of different landscapes, but yours is an internal landscape.
Of course, the oxidation process is very thin. It changes by minimum changes about the environment. It significant change by minimum changes. So if I change the landscape or the context, the ambient, the environment where I do oxidation, everything changes, because it's like a spirit. Spirit in the wine. Spirit, you know, in the world there are many wine to drink wine. Okay, it's because spirit, the alcohol, change a lot by changing something few, something little changes make a great difference.
Yeah.
Okay, the time, the moon, the periodic moon, and the marea, and so on. So the same is about oxidation. If I change condition, but also the where I do oxidation, the result change. I try to make oxidation in Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
It's impossible. It's impossible because they don't have humidity in the air. The Saudi Arabia have humidity less than 5%.
Okay.
So very dry. The weather is very dry. And I use in my humidity room, I use humidity like 19%.
19.
90%. Close to 100%. 98, 96, 95.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. In Saudi Arabia, humidity is less than 5%.
Okay.
So you get sick because it's too dry.
Yeah.
It's too dry, and it's impossible to make an oxidation process. The normal weather condition, it's impossible. You have to create a lot of humidity.
Okay.
So
would it be suitable in Australia? What's the humidity like where you are, Jeff?
Oh, definitely. Summer here is 98%.
Oh,
95.
In normal humidity, it happened. In normal, I think 40%, 50%.
Yeah.
Okay, but 5% or less, 3%, 4% is.
Yeah. It's not going to happen. Okay, I get it.
No.
Yeah.
Because it's important to have water steam. It's important to have water steam in the air.
Okay. All right. So I wanted to explore a little bit about your day job, because I know that you do interior design. So you use your artistic eye in many different ways, not just with
my
not
main.
just with the engagement with the iron, but you have other outlets for your creativity.
My work is a passion.
For your passion, yes. Yeah.
Because I love it. It's about my work. If I'm so deep in oxidation process, because my work is about design and the emotion that design can create. In design, is not important the function, but the visual. The difference from something that works and something that is designed is the shape, the visual. You can have a car that work. You can drive a car. It's a simple car that you can drive, but it's different about the design. Design means a particular shape of car, a particular color, a particular proportion, and a lot of comfort, the color of the glass, the color or the shape of the lights. So my work helped me a lot to find this way, because the main process that I use in my work is to observe and to learn. And discover the oxidation process is the same: observe and learn. And try to find the rules inside the process, but it's impossible to find errors. But you can get closer. You can try, and get every day closer.
Okay. So, is there something you'd like to finish up with at the moment? Some message about the work that is your gift to humanity?
Huh? I hope that my vision can be shared about people that are looking for something different and close to the human experience, the human emotion, and the human mind. I repeat another time, but it's not enough, that if colors are inside, totally change, because you can find it by yourself.
Okay. Ah, beautiful. So you can find it by yourself, the colors of life.
Yeah. We have everything around us, but of course, now in this kind of society, I think easy and not deep. Everyone are looking for something that can make itself happier, but you continue to add stuffs. You have wardrobe full of stuff. Full of stuff. We have a house full of stuffs, but we have annoyed. We are annoyed because stuffs don't feel the empty that we experiment. I think this is my opinion.
Okay, it's beautiful. Okay, can I go over to Jeff? Is there some things that you want to ask Federico?
No, he's answered all the questions there. He's really opened up. It's quite a paradox there.
Quite very a paradox.
Good. Yeah, very good. The metaphors of life itself with the metals and the patterns that come out of it. Pretty awesome, brother. Thank you very much for taking the time to come on this morning from all the way from Padua in Italy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
As Mr. Spicer, you live long and prosper, mate.
Live long and prosper.
This way.
Marvelous, marvelous. We're all doing it. Okay, thanks very much, Federico. We will be in touch again.
Pauline.
Yeah, it's very good to hear your voice.
Thank you, Jeff. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I know English is not your mother tongue, but you've done brilliantly, I want to say, and congratulations, really. Thank you very much for just being who you are and bringing this to the world. Everything is inside of us. It's a perfect message. And we have everything we need. Okay, so it's goodbye from here then. And